Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions versus Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And out come the Lions for their first drive behind their 9th-year quarterback. In year number 4 with Detroit, it's Jared Goff.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. But you look at this defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
And if you look up the word consistency in the dictionary, you'll see a picture of Mike Evans pop right up. He's eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark in each of his previous 10 years in the NFL, and he's hoping to make it 11 straight at the conclusion of this season. But the payoff with him, he finds the end zone. Tied for the league lead last year in touchdown receptions with 13.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
And tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his This kick is right there. It's good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Another run for Gibbs here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Now, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Buccaneers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Mayfield. Under pressure, they got him again. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mayfield airing this one out for Evans. A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
That's interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this one is right through, and that will make it 6-0. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st down, it's gone. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's got it. And in for the Lions touchdown. Khalif Raymond, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He has already cracked the century mark in receiving in this opening quarter. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Johnson was the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Now we get a look at their most recent draft class, and you need to get real familiar with some of these names here because this front office thinks that these are going to be guys that have an impact for them on Sundays for years to come.
I think you're exactly right about that, and what I know about this group doing the drafting, it's not all about instant value when they put their class together. They wanted every pick to be somebody they see as a starter, maybe not today, but someone they can develop to make him one within the first couple of seasons. How about their strategy? All about long-term upside, and they added a ton of it this spring.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Mayfield with it once more. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bucs have regained the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week. Another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a
and I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Veteran Jared Goff back out with his Lions offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and 5. Goff now to throw. Oh, it is early. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
2nd down and 6 now. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Here's Goff. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes. And
he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. David Montgomery, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Lions have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 2. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
First down, Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield now. And that went to the right side and incomplete. The Buccaneers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And again, it's Mayfield. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Touchdown! Cade Otton, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have yet again retaken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in his first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. It's gone. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 51 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mayfield on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got Otton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans with his second touchdown here in this first half as they have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Here's Goff now on second down. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side taken in by Palmer. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown! Trey Palmer as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. McLaughlin for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you, too, in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Cowboys on top as they play the second quarter. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we head off to check out another game. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Darius Slayton, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter.
Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. In that first half, it was a veteran quarterback who led the charge. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Johnson jostles free. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Mayfield's throw going to be into the hands of Evans here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The end result, 21 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Second and 6. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3. To throw is Goff. This to Laporta, right side. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Goff. It's caught on the right side. Williams. That'll give him 8 that time. And 3rd and 1 now. Gibbs straight ahead. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Goff. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Goff. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Joe Tryon Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Goff now looks to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This a 27-yard attempt here. And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Well, time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. Here's Mayfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
That one out wide and intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 38. On play action, they'll throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now Mayfield. Staying on his feet. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otten. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Buccaneers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Another shot now for this Lions offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
To throw on second down is Goff.
That's complete to Laporta.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Here's Goff.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Again, Goff.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at the 20.
They'll start here with a handoff to White.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They stay on the ground with White.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Goff.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Here's Goff. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Mayfield delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, here's White. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They keep it on the ground. White again. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They run straight ahead here with White. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now a give up the middle. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope you could. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only 1 play to score it. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. He's to the 15. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 75 yards. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Tampa Bay, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.